everybody, so I posted my Q&A video where you could ask me questions and I would answer them in a video, and I posted that yesterday and I actually got a very large response, like much larger than I thought I would get. So I'm going to do this as the first installment in my Q&A videos, and I will delete all the questions that I answer in this video. I will put the link to the video where you can ask questions in the sidebar, and that way I can answer everybody's questions and go into detail on the ones that need detail. So let's get started. The first person who asked questions was Vanessa from Glamour Doll Eyes, and her first question was, how did you get started? I got started doing makeup, I guess. Well, I was always interested in makeup. When I was like 5, I got one of those big train cases with like blue eyeshadow and red lipstick and a bunch of stuff for Christmas, and I used to do my makeup all the time. I started wearing makeup on a regular basis in the 6th grade. I was 11 years old, and I would wear purple eyeliner, hot pink lip gloss, and mascara and some blush every day. So I thought I was pretty much the epitome of coolness. And then 7th and 8th grade, I wore 2 hip pigments in Valiant and Fiery, I believe it was, and then really thick, awful looking liquid liner. Like, it wasn't even straight most of the time. Like, one wing would be, it was bad. But I thought I was super cool, so that's all that mattered. And the next question she asked was, what made you want to open a YouTube? Really, I opened a YouTube to start watching videos so I could comment on them. I didn't watch makeup videos until about a month before I started making makeup videos, and I believe I started making them in May of 2008. I just didn't even realize that there was a community on YouTube, but after I saw, I think it was xSparkage's videos, I decided to start making my own videos, and I became more active in the YouTube community. Her last question was, do you play with moose in Alaska? And sadly I don't, but I wish I did. If they weren't so dangerous, which sounds really, really, really lame, I would totally like feed them and stuff. But they can trample you. Like, not even kidding, they can like ninja kick you in the stomach with their hoof and then trample you to death. So I don't often play with mooses. Anyway, the next person who asked questions was Natasha. Her name's on YouTube is My Eyeshadow is Odd. She's awesome. She asked, do you like waffles? Do you like pancakes? Do you like French toast? But then she said, just kidding. But I'm going to answer that anyway because I love waffles, French toast, and pancakes, as you may be able to tell. If I had to rate them in order from 1 to 3, 3 being the lowest, 1 being the highest, I would go waffles, and then pancakes, and then French toast. So, yeah. And then Miss Cupcake, I don't know her real name. She said, do you have any tattoos, or if you don't, or too young, what will your first tattoo be? I don't have any tattoos. I am 15 years old, so yeah, my mom hates body modification. She's not into that. If I do get a tattoo, I'm not sure if I will. My mom would really, really not be okay with it. But if I did, I would get a memorial to my grandpa because he is the most important person. He was the most important person. He passed away January 17th, 2008. And he was pretty much my everything. And I really miss him, but I would get a memorial tattoo either on the back of my neck or somewhere else that I could cover. And yeah, so that is that. Let me see how, okay, I'm doing good on time. The next person who asked questions was Hidden Away 80. And she said, what are your aspirations as far as makeup is concerned? Do you want to be a freelance artist, or do you just enjoy collecting and playing? Honestly, I would love to be a makeup artist, but realistically, it's not a lucrative career, and, well, it could be a lucrative career, and I know that I would be able to get out of bed for it every morning and love my job. But I'm actually going to go to school to be a psychiatrist because even in Great Depressions, people still need doctors. So I'm going to do that, and I might do freelance makeup on the side, but I will always love makeup. I will always collect makeup, and YouTube just has brought in even more of a love for me. The next person who asked questions was UrbanNet X2, UrbanNet times 2, I don't know. She said, you said in your Monroe Facts video that your mom isn't really into you having piercings. How did you convince her to let you get your Monroe pierced? Seriously, I wanted a Monroe piercing since the 6th grade. Or actually it was a lip piercing at first, but then I realized that wasn't that great on me. So I got it August. So I've only had it since 10th grade. It took me 4 years to convince her. I did everything. I did research, I wrote essays, I made promises, I did all these crazy things, and I pretty much bugged her about it like hardcore for a long time. And finally she let me, and so yeah, that's that. But I have to keep my grades up, and yeah. So that is what I did. The next question comes from Prefer Hugs to Drugs. Her name's Brandy, and she's super awesome, and I think she should make videos. Anyway, she said, do you really think that people should wear eyeshadow that works with their skin tones? I hear often that people with pink in their skin tone should stay away from pink-red eyeshadows, and people always say that this or that doesn't look good on them because they are warm or cool-skinned. Do you personally follow any of this, or believe that if it should be followed for eye look purposes? Honestly, I say wear what you want to wear. It doesn't matter. Everybody looks good in a colorful eyeshadow, I think. Anybody can rock it. If you're comfortable in what you're wearing, then wear it. It doesn't matter. I have warm toned skin, and I wear pink eyeshadow or purple eyeshadow or whatever all the time, and yeah, I don't care if it looks bad on me, but I feel comfortable in it. If other people think it looks bad on me, but I feel comfortable in it, then it doesn't even matter. I don't apply any makeup rules. You can do whatever you want in makeup. You can do crazy makeup. I've worn fantasy makeup out in public, and yeah, I've got some pretty weird looks, but it's just what you feel comfortable in. The next question's from Robotic X Weirdo, and she said, do you love me, or do you secretly hate me? Am I too annoying? Should I hurry up and become a guru? Are you totally excited to come to California and possibly can go to the pro store? Has this annoyed you yet? I totally do love you. Yeah. Jillian, you're awesome, and you're not annoying, and I can't wait for California. The next questions are from Dazzling232, who is Colette, and she's awesome, and I will put her link in the sidebar, which is over there, yes. Okay, what's your favorite color? My favorite color is purple. Yeah, the only reason my room is yellow is because I moved in with my little sister. My old room is purple, and I love it. I wear purple eyeshadow a ton, and I have like a fetish for purple things. So that's definitely my favorite color. Pepsi or Coke? Pepsi if I had to pick. Diet Coke if I had to pick between the diet sodas. I'm weird. It doesn't matter to me. I would drink Dr. Pepper or root beer anyway. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? Well, I haven't been out of this country besides Canada, which doesn't count really. Well, I guess it counts, but like it's not like overseas, I guess, because I just drove through there. In the United States, I would choose Oregon or California. So I guess I can just choose that because I haven't really been anywhere else to know if I love it there, but probably somewhere in Europe if I was just going on what I think it is. Next questions came from Rika Boshi. I'm sorry if I butcher your guys' names. I'm not that great at reading names. And she said, how many piercings do you have? Any tattoos? If not, would you get any, and what of? And then what skincare products do you recommend? I have one piercing. I do not have my ears pierced. I don't show my ears. I don't like my ears. It's just something that I don't like. And I'll probably get my ears pierced someday, but for now, I'm cool with my one piercing. And then for the tattoos thing, I answered that a little earlier. For skincare products, I actually have to end this one and I'll go to a part 2, so I'll be right back.